Hello, fantastic, beautiful you. And welcome to me, Healer K, and to your energy reading for the next week. And here I propped up a lot of different decks with different energies to see what's going on in your life right now. And at the top row here, we have energies for modern psychology, the acceptance and commitment therapy energies. And in the mid row here, we have love, relationship. And in the bottom row here, we have money, finance, career. And over here, we'll continue with messages from the other side, angel answers. And then you can have answer to 3 of your questions with yes, no, or maybe. And at the end of the reading, you will get your lucky number from me here. So let's dive in here what we have for the next week. So let's start with my own deck I made. Tarot deck with added the energies of acceptance and commitment therapy called ACT. And here we have the observing self. And you know, the observing self is that part of you, that position within you, where you can be the witness, the objective stance, where you can see your thoughts, be witness to your thoughts, your feelings and actions at any moment. It's like having the helicopter view, the overview. And when you are in this position, the observing self, you also are able to practicing contact, be mindful of what you're actually doing, reviewing. And it's possible to be free yourself from tightly held beliefs. So let's see, we have a metaphor here. The anthropologist. Maybe I stated it. The anthropologist. A metaphor for how you can get in contact with the observing self, the higher self. So let's see here, if you take the observer perspective and act like you're an anthropologist, but instead of studying cultural practices of the people, you're observing the practices that occur in your head, what occur in your body, the body sensations, and what takes place in your life. So your thoughts, your feelings, your physical sensations, memories and roles. And to be an effective anthropologist, you must use observational methods that allow you to gain valuable information, valuable information without intruding or impacting that which is being studied. So you know you need to be in a distance when you look at your feelings, when you look at your thoughts. You need to withdraw and not interfere. And that approach allows you to observe separately and impartially. And as an anthropologist, you don't become one with these experiences. So you not get submerged by the emotions, or you not get entangled with the actions, or you look on your life. You don't stand within the experience. You're actually observing the experience. So use your muscle, train your muscle about this observing self, and let's see here what's dynamic you have to observe. And what we have here, this is the value deck. Trust is an important value for some. or for all of us. To be able to rely upon someone to capitalize my best interests. And trust means also to hold a firm belief that in the reliability, truth, ability or strength of someone or something. So trust is something that is a challenge here. And let's see what role you have in this archetype deck. What position do you take on this observing self? And in regards of trust here. The forest. This is about, you see the dark forest here? This is about being lost, being somewhere unknown. So when you don't feel trust to someone that you actually should be able to trust, some family member, your parents, or put your trust in your children. It's like some emotion here that gets entangled. You get drawn into some emotion here when trust comes to surface. I need that trust. I want to feel that trust. But you feel lost. You're in the forest, in the dark forest. And you can see the trust, the light, the option you have to access it, but it's like you're not capable of it. So I suggest that you back off the situation and take the observing position on why this trust issue in this situation is prevalent. Okay, let's move on here from trust and observing self to romance, relationship, and see here what's going on. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So there's going on something that you cannot let go of. Something that's buggering your mind again and again and again. It's reminding you that, oh, I don't like this. I don't want the other person to do this. It's make my mind explode. I get that sensation. So this is the deck for the female energy here. So let's see what's going on in her life. And see if we can put this, let go of control issues, what it's about. Ace of Materials. So something new has arrived in her life. The Fool. Okay. New cycle is beginning. Page of Inspiration. So there's some romantic person has shown up here, catched her interest, and this is for real. The Ace of Materials shows that this is for real. I sense here that someone has come here and steal her attention. Something is taking her attention, and that's maybe makes you jealous. And what we have here, Ace of Pentacles. Same as here, Ace of Materials. And we have Keeper of Pentacles. It's the Page of Pentacles. And Nine of Cups. The Dream Come True card. Okay, I sense here that the what can I call it? The dynamic that take place here. It goes back. Something goes well for both of you. she's doing well. Something new has shown up in her life, and she's all in about it. And you as well. Something has happened. The two first card here is about pentacles, material things, earthy things, resources, money, and you're very happy with this. So I sense here that whatever taking place in your lives, it's like things is happening that draws the attention out of your being a couple. It's drawing you out to each side. It's like you're isolating yourself from the other person, and when you get alone here and you look into the other, it feels like I'm losing contact here. I need to control this. And the same for the female energy here, that she gets drawn into also the mind, the thinking, the energy of absolutely we have trust issues between you two here. And you are absolutely drawn into this. And you need to step back and see what's happening. You get drawn into things that happen in your life, and he gets drawn into things that's happened in his life. And you don't do this together. You do this individually. And that's not supporting trust in your relationship. Okay, so that's going on here. Let's move on here to, let's start with career. And we have this, your Sacred Wealth Code deck here. It's based on the astrology archetypes of the major planets and the zodiac signs. And here we get the big planet Saturn here, the administrator. Let's read here. I walk with a foot in both the earthy and spiritual worlds. Practical, grounded, persevering, wise, dedicated, strong, purposeful, leading, organized. So you see here the administrator is about keeping track of things, keep things in order. And Saturn is the big ruler of keeping you on the narrow road, so to say, to squeeze out unnecessary fat, squeeze out what's not needed, destroy things that's not necessary. So the administrator here tells me that something in your career, something in your role, the administrator is what can I call it? A trait, a talent that you need to nourish now. You need to put focus on the administrative talent you have, because that will propel you forward. And the administrator for me is, if you're a doer and adding the administrator, you become the chief, the one in charge, the one on control of things. Because if you do things and be able to plan and organize things and keep track of things, well, then you get a more generalist energy. And you will be the one that people can put their faith in, the one they can trust. So let's see here, money, finance. How will this manifest? Money, King of Pentacles, the King of Money, the King of Resources. Ace of Swords, someone take decision, take action. Sword stands for air energy, mental energy. And what surrounds this? The Queen of Wands. This is the doer. The one that, the Queen of Wands is the one that does what's necessary. She will never excuse herself. She will say, whoops, if you get stepped on your toes. Yes. King of Swords. Now I sense, when I said the leadership role, the chief, the boss, the head. We have two major heads here, the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is about keeping your head cold, seeing things clearly, what plays out in front of you, what plays out on the workspace, on what plays out on the financial arena, your savings accounts, what your investments. I see here that you are on top of everything and you take the necessary action. And the Queen of Wands is I don't trust her. She will step on my toes if she thinks she would win. So you will become quite fierce during next week about things here. And Ace of Swords, some new message shows up here, some new information come here and possibly tilt things. And if you add to your talents here, that administrator talent here, take on this role, do it diligently, then you will benefit on this. Okay, let's continue here with the oracle cards, the angel answers. So what does your guides want you to know that's on the other side? Not the right time, no. Could it be much more clear than that? Whatever you thought of before I draw these cards, before I drew these cards, what were you thinking about? And I sense here that's what's ever going on here that you was planning to do during next week. No, it's not the right time, so keep that in mind. And I will not speak clearly what this topic is about this, because you know inside yourself that, yeah, I know what you mean, Healer K. I know what you mean. I know exactly I shouldn't do, what I have planned, but what I have been thinking about, but not yet been taking action. This is like reconsider. Okay, yes, no, or maybe. So if you haven't yet been thinking clearly about what 3 questions to ask, you please stop the video, and when you have formulated your 3 questions, you can start the video again, and then you will get answer to 3 of your questions. So let's see here. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3 here. So let's see. So the answer to question number 1 is Page of Swords. This is absolutely a no. Page of Swords is deceitful, gossip person. So this is a no for me. So first question is a no. And I sense a maybe for this one. 8 of Swords. Not this. I sense this question was not really well thought of, or not well prepared, or it's like need to be rethink about. But actually, this could work. So this is a maybe for me. And the third and final question is also a maybe. Sorry, no yeses for today. So no, maybe because these 2 of Pentacles, you have 2 options here, and you need to get clear on actually what you want before you go ahead with this. Okay, so let's finish off with your lucky number for next week. So it's 8. Oh, I love 8. And this is the keyword for the next week as well, manifestation. So things will get manifested during next week. And 8 stands for leaping ahead, going forward. So you will be going forward, and by that you will be manifesting things will go well for you during next week. It will be a great week for you. Just avoid what you don't need to do. And review your relationship with your special one. And even if you're single, the one you have on your mind. What's is drawing you apart from each other, and it has to be with trust and being lost. So take a step backwards and get the overview and see what's actually going on. Okay, that's all I had for you. So take care and remember, you are loved. I love you. Don't forget that. You are loved. So take care and see you soon again. Bye bye.